What a fantastic win for us. We're so pleased to finish the week 2-0. And we started the week knowing we had work to do if we wanted to move up the standings, and playing two teams ahead of us in the standings was great motivation for us. Florida State is a wonderful team, a lot of weapons, and it took a really, I think, good defensive performance by us to be able to hold that explosive offense down to 57 points. Is a lot of effort it took to do that. Very proud of the effort of my players and the discipline that they showed, and certainly that fourth quarter we were able to create separation and get the win.
Thanks, Coach. For questions?
Toby, career high game for you. Can you talk about your development in this program, but also that explosive shift going into the second half? And Coach Lawson, you can add anything about her impact to the victory after.
I think there's a lot that goes into the performance that I had tonight. A lot of hard games, hard practices leading up to this point. So for me, it was just all the practices, all the early mornings that I put into performing how I did, and that's just what I've been working towards, especially, with this level of defense. High school was a lot different. So coming into the ACC, it's, a hard place to, I guess, develop in that way. But through Duke, it's been really great for me. And I feel like defensively, I've improved a lot. There's so many different schemes that we've been running. So just being able to catch on to that. We talk about it a lot, just being able to, keep up with everyone else. So that's been great.
Well, it's one of the great performances of the season in our league, I think, regardless of class. When you look at what Toby did tonight, to not only have the scoring output that she did, but doing it against one of the best defensive players in the league as well. A lot of respect for Timpson and the player that she is on offense and defense. And so that's kind of hard for a freshman to have to go into that matchup, and they guarded each other most of the time out there, and she was able to hold her own and be able to produce like that and lead us to a win on the road in a game that mattered. It mattered for seeding in the tournament. So I think you look at all those factors, I think it's definitely the finest performance by a freshman in a league game this year, and it goes without saying this is the freshman of the year in the league. If you can't see that, I mean, you got to go to the eye doctor.
Vanessa only played 15 minutes today, but she led the team in assists. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I just said this to the team. I thought Vanessa was one of the key figures in the game, and a pivotal time in the game in the second half. We went to her, and we started to play through her a little bit in the ball screen game, and she is terrific at that. That's something Vanessa's always been good since she got here. She's very good in the pick and roll. And she found Toby a few times off of the pick and roll. She made the right reads off of that, and she really led us just to our half-court execution when she was on the court tonight. I thought was great. So just so proud of her. Have so much confidence in V. She's been with me for 5 years, and I know I know how tough she is, and she's a winner. V's a winner. She's going to make plays that help you win.
And then you already touched a little bit on the defense, but I was wondering if you could develop just how your team reacted, especially against a player like Watson, who averages 26 points a game.
Well, I don't know that we did anything special on her or that we did anything to disrupt her. She's really good, guys. I mean, she scores more than anybody in the country. What our goal is when we come out to play against anybody is just to make their shots difficult. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make them take more difficult shots maybe than they normally do. We can't take away the shots. We wish we could. We can't. She's going to get them. Can they be contested? Can they be fading away maybe from the basket and not going to? Can we make her take shots and challenge without fouling? Because she does such a great job of getting to the line. So that was our goal. It wasn't like, you're not going to shut her down. You're not going to keep her from scoring. She's too talented. We just wanted to be really disciplined. And I thought for the most part through the night, I mean, we did a good job on their whole team offensively.
Coach, you talked a little bit about the defense just now. Can you talk a little bit about the rebounding? I thought one of the big keys in that game was that you were able to really take care of your own defensive boards and get after it on the offensive boards. And then getting the transition. You use your defensive boards to get in the transition a lot because you weren't first in the turnovers you usually do. So can you talk a little bit about that? And was that a focus going into the game?
It was a focus going into the game. Our goal was to limit them to one shot as many times as we could. And certainly they can be a load on the offensive glass. They have tremendous athleticism that goes to the glass and crashes every time. We wanted to be really focused and limit them to one shot. And yes, we felt like if we got the rebound, we could push it and use our athleticism in transition, because we have that too. And I thought we did a great job of doing that through the course of the game. And that stretch at the start of the fourth quarter, that transition game got us some layups.
More question for Coach? One quick one. One more.
So, Coach, one of the big things with FSU coming into this game was that they had the 4-game winning streak, and a lot of it was due to the role players really stepping up. You were able to hold Carla Villegas to only one shot in the game. Was that a focus going into the game because you guys face guarded her a lot and stayed close to her in the entire game? How much of that was a focus going into the game defensively? Yeah.
We definitely want to stay attached to their shooters. They have a number of players that come in and can really shoot the three and can get hot and change games. And there's no doubt 13 has changed games for them this year. So that was definitely a point of emphasis, not to give her open looks. And I thought we were very attentive to that, where she was on the court and when she caught the ball, not to give her open looks.
All right, thanks, everyone. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.